which after I talk about the WNBA.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sports Bash, which is being presented by TicketBash.com, where you will never pay a service fee. Sports Bash is always also being brought to you by the Embassy Diner, which is located at 4280 Hempstead Turnpike in Bethpage, where every single customer is considered family. Mention Sports Bash when you stop in, and you'll get a free dessert. By the offices of Dr. Anthony Ippolito at Chiropractic Care Plus, located at 1 John Street in Babylon. Chiropractic Care Plus is the only choice when searching for Long Island chiropractors. So give Dr. Ippolito a call at 631-669-6221. And our good friend Gary over at Bearcat Billing Services. They are your trusted partner in medical billing. Experience the Bearcat way. It's personal, it's professional, and every single customer's needs are custom tailored. So give Gary a call if you have any medical billing needs. Gary's number would be 516-796-2400, and tell him that the people at Sports Bash sent you. And of course, our favorite, one of our favorites, we never have favorites, just like my kids, and that would be the Marty Lyons Foundation. That is the official charity of Sports Bash Media. And don't forget, they have the 3rd annual Bowling for Wishes event tonight at 6:30 p.m. That is at the Levittown Lanes in Levittown. To purchase tickets, go to martylyonsfoundation.org. And of course, by Collaborative Studios, a content marketing agency and facility. For more information, call them at 516-509-5277. We have a very action-packed show today. We're going to be booked. We're going to be rocking and rolling for the whole half hour. We have a very special guest today. We have Ryan Anthony from Ryan Anthony Plumbing and Heating. So we want to wish you a good morning, Ryan, and welcome you to the show.
Good morning, Vin.
And we, of course, have our good friend Wiz here. And then in the second half of the show, we have another very special guest we'll be bringing in. We'll also be doing the Free Ticket Friday today. Exciting VIP tickets being given away on the show. And we'll also check out the Sports Bash media poll. But for right now, it's time for the Sports Bash Flash, which is being brought to you by the Embassy Diner in Bethpage at 4280 Hempstead Turnpike. And don't forget, when you stop in there, see Gus. Tell them your friends at Sports Bash sent you. And for starters, let's go to Queens, where the Mets opened up the road trip with an 8-3 win over the Padres in San Diego. Mark Vientos drove in 3 runs. Luis Severino picks up the win, giving up a run and 5 hits over 5 innings. Wiz, did you watch the game?
I saw a bit of it myself.
You did? How did Sev look?
He was better, I'd say, compared to how he was in the past, but I'm happy that he is the main starter for the Mets if they try to make a wild card push.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I wish the Yankees still had him. We could use the arm. And the Mets continue their series this weekend in San Diego. The first pitch tonight will be at 9:40 p.m. So you could do a double dip. You could watch the good old New York Yankees at 7 and then turn on the Met channel. So the Yankees took the rubber game from the Guardians yesterday in a day game. Cleveland yesterday, that was a 6-0 score. Aaron Judge once again with his 48th home run. Giancarlo Stanton hit his 21st home run. Gerrit Cole pitched 6 innings for the Yankees. He allowed only 1 hit, struck out 2, and walked 5. This weekend, the Yankees will be home. They open up a series against the Rockies tonight at Yankee Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:05 p.m. In the Atlantic League, the good old Long Island Ducks beat the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. And in the WNBA, the Liberty improved to 25-4. That's with a 79-71 win over the Dallas Wings at the Barclays Center, and that's 8 straight for them. And Brianna Stewart had 19 points. So that's our Sports Bash Flash. We have a lot of exciting events going on over the weekend. Yankees, Mets, tomorrow night at Bald Hill. There'll be a great show called One Night of Queen. So One Night of Queen tomorrow night at Bald Hill. With no further ado, it is my honor to have our guest on the show today. And many times in business, we lose sight in business. And as business owners, I happen to be a quasi-entrepreneur myself. Maybe I'll give myself the full title one day. But we do have Ryan Anthony, the owner of Ryan Anthony's Plumbing and Heating.
Heating and air conditioning.
Heating and air conditioning.
I don't want to be called, the plumbers get upset if they refer to me as a plumber. So.
Okay, there you go. So Ryan's company does service the entire Nassau and Suffolk area. They are well-versed with boilers, split units, AC, service contracts. But really not the focus of why we have Ryan on the show today. As a business owner, Ryan's been giving back to the community. He knows he did a lot of work for me, myself. Amazing, extremely reliable. If anyone's going to be late, he calls you. But more important than anything, Ryan started an organization called the Ryan Anthony Head Start Fund. And Ryan, tell us what the purpose of starting that organization was.
The main focus and purpose is to raise awareness to our future generation of all the alternatives other than just college to become successful.
Right. So when you say the alternatives, I was at an event last week and I came home and I told my wife, I said, what a great cause. It's
I'm
not
glad you came.
Yeah, not everybody is, and basically the Head Start Fund, not everybody is geared for college, right? Not everyone's a college student. So tell me about your program. Tell me how it works, and tell me how candidates who might want to go into a trade, tell me how they get in touch with you and how they get involved with your charity.
So if they want to get in touch with us, they go right to our website. It's the Ryan Anthony Head Start Fund. You can look it up. But we have multiple heads that we're hitting. So one is the awareness, obviously. So my wife's a teacher, so she created a curriculum that Sachem High School picked up. And we want to start the conversation to these younger youths. The youths.
Two youths.
In the 9th and 10th grade level. I think that's important because they pick if they want to go into a BOCES or a CTE program at the end of 10th grade. So by having this conversation in 9th and 10th grade, it'll better segue kids that should be going into these programs because these programs are not cheap. I think BOCES is somewhere around $15,000 to $18,000 per kid per year.
Oh, and the student has to pay that?
No.
Oh,
we
okay.
as taxpayers pay that.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's important that we get the right kids into the right seats in those areas. So that's number one. And number two, I don't think kids have any idea of what's really available out there. It's kind of, you be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a teacher, that no one talks about. They say get into the trades, and everyone always assumes that you're gonna be working with your hands, getting dirty every day. But what they don't understand is the trades are a multi-billion-dollar a year industry. There's people who sell it. There's people who make it. There's people who, work in the warehouse to pick the product. There's so many different levels and jobs available out there for our generation.
So when we talk about your program and your charity, and just so everybody knows, it is a charity. It is a 501c3. If people want to get involved, we spoke about the students, right, that we're trying to help. And I have to tell you that it's so commendable that a business owner would take time to do something like this for society. But, as I've known you over the years, it's no surprise. But so that's on the student level. What could the student expect from your charity, and how do you support them?
So we meet with them once a month at the Piermont down in Babylon, and Steve Scutero hosts it for us. He gives us food, coffee, drinks, dessert afterwards. Great guy. He's really done a lot for us. And basically, they come to the meeting, and there's a bunch of mentors there. So on any given night, there could be the general manager of Winters Brothers. There could be Dana Persico, who owns Loyal Nail, Hair, and Skin. Artie from Seabourn Marina. Contractors, mechanical guys, heads of unions, presidents of unions, different. We have the 802 Teamsters and the local 25 electricians. John Guadagno comes, and they're basically getting a vast variety of different things they can get into, and we discuss with them, and they, we have a meeting with them, and then we basically have some sidebar conversation. And like last month, we did almost like a speed interview thing. We did, each mentee had 3 minutes with each mentor, and we really got to know them a little better.
Great job.
Yeah.
So let's real quick before we take our break, and stay with us during the break. We'll be streaming. We have a lot to cover on the back end. We'll be covering the Sports Bash media poll. Stay with us, but tell our listeners, we have 30 seconds. Tell our listeners, we know what you're doing for the students. Tell our listeners how to get involved with your charity to help your cause as well.
Once again, you could reach out directly to us through the website. It's the Ryan Anthony Head Start Fund.
Ryan Anthony Head Start Fund, really molding young men, tomorrow's generation, for the students that are not going to be going to college. So Ryan, thank you for being on the show. Great job, great cause. And stay with us during the break. We're going to give you a brief commercial. We're going to stay streaming through the break, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Peter Schwartz.
And I'm Vinny Tickets.
We want to take a moment to talk about our fantastic sponsor, the Embassy Diner.
Embassy Diner has been a beloved staple in the restaurant industry for over 50 years. And the great thing about it is when you walk through the door, you're not a customer, you are family. Every visit promises to be filled with warmth, love, and respect.
And here's an extra treat. If you mention Sports Bash during your visit, you enjoy a free dessert on the Embassy Diner.
Come on down to the Embassy Diner, where great food and great company are always on the menu.
Visit the Embassy Diner, located at 4280 Hempstead Turnpike in Bethpage.
All righty, welcome back, and we are streaming on the back end of our show. We do have a lot to cover, so it might be a little quick. If you see me talking like that, it's because we have our Free Ticket Friday. We have another guest in the studio as well. We'll be covering the Sports Bash question. We'll do the Wiz. Will be covering the This Day in History today. We're going to give away 4 tickets for the show at Queen. We have a special guest on our show who's announcing a new release. They have a new launch coming out. That launch is going to be announced for the very first time right here on Sports Bash Media, on the Sports Bash Show. So we're going to be announcing a new launch that'll be coming up, very sports related, music related, which we try and cover both genres. So we'll be covering that after the break. Wiz, did you get a chance to see any of the Yankee game yesterday afternoon?
A little bit, but not much. I was mostly focused on the Mets.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's your prediction for the Mets against the Rockies this weekend?
They should. If they don't sweep it, it's a shame.
They don't sweep it, it's a shame. That they should do. All right, we are welcoming back our radio listeners, and his free ticket. Wait, 4 VIP tickets for one night with Queen, Saturday night, tomorrow night at Catholic Health Bald Hill Amphitheater. You will get 4 tickets. So we're taking the third caller. We may not have time to get on the phone with the callers, but our good friend behind the glass, Sebastiano, will keep track of that. The number to call is 631-451-1039. That's the number to call to get those tickets. We'll be taking the third caller today, and you'll be getting 4 tickets to that show, full VIP tickets, VIP parking, VIP lounge, VIP everything. But with no further ado, we do have a bunch of sports stuff to cover. We're going to cover that, and then we're going to introduce our guest. It's time for the Sports Bash media poll question of the day. But before I get to that, I want to welcome Darlene Fallis from Rocca Vodka, and we will be announcing a launch in just 60 seconds. I know Darlene's excited about it. We're excited about it. But the results, let's take a look at Thursday's question. And Thursday's question was, will Juan Soto be playing for, you ready for this? Next year, will Juan Soto be playing for the New York Yankees or the New York Mets? And you know what? It was unanimous, or there was a majority vote, that 80% of the people said that he'll be a Yankee next year. So from those voters' mouths to God's ears, he'll be a Yankee. And 20% said the Mets. And how about this one? This is the first time 0 people said any other choices. And these are from hundreds of people that are putting in these requests, or these answers. And 0 people out of hundreds of people said any other team. So it looks like it's down to the Yankees and the Mets. And then today's poll question will be, do you think the excessive home run celebrations in a random regular season game like Jess Winker's home run the other day are appropriate? So there is excessive celebrations going on for these home runs. Do you think they're warranted celebrations? Very simple. Yes, no, or it depends what it meant. So I'm going to make a prediction and say yes, that they're going to say that. But let's cover Darlene. So Darlene is representative of Rakavaca. And Darlene, welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you, Vinny. It's great to see you and be here.
Great. We actually, Darlene and I were at the Leonard Skinner
my
concert
God.
last night.
What a night, what a moon, and Leonard Skinner playing in the background. Amazing.
Yeah, it was really a spectacular night. I mean, the weather was absolutely perfect. But we're not here to talk about Leonard. We're here to talk about your brand. So tell us what the exciting news is about Leonard. So first off, your company is really unique, and you have these brand ambassadors.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of these brand ambassadors, and you could see the people that are viewing live. You could see some of the products that you have, and the brand ambassadors' pictures are actually on the bottle. And these are A-list celebrities. These are not,
Yes.
this is not Vinny Tickets being on your bottle, although
I would love that. Come
Yeah,
on,
I'd love that.
handsome face.
So tell us about your brand ambassadors.
So Rakavaca, first off, is a vodka made out of grapes from Spain. It's very different. It's organic and gluten-free. So it appeals to everybody. The taste is amazing. My brother Bobby created Rakavaca as a name and then said, hey, what are we going to do with this? I guess we have to make a vodka. So created the vodka, and we are very fortunate to have good friends like Dee Snider, who you can see is on a bottle.
Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister, baby.
There you go.
We're not going to take it anymore.
We're not gonna take it. Sorry, guys.
And then we also brought in Joe Ganascoli from The Sopranos. He played Vito. I don't have his bottle here. I apologize. But today we're here to talk about the launch of Lennox Lewis, our brand new bottle that is being bottled right here on Long Island now as we speak. The juice comes from Spain. And going in that beautiful bottle that you see there, it's a collector's edition. And October 13th in Miami, we are doing a launch party where Lennox will be a meet and greet. We will only do a signing of 200 bottles. They'll be signed and numbered. It'll be a big launch. We have media. We have exotic car show happening. So it's a good time. I hope to get Ticket Bash involved with selling the tickets. So we'll talk about that.
There you
And
go. Love it.
yeah.
And just I don't know if our listeners are aware of this, but a guy like Lennox Lewis, this isn't a local guy. This is a worldwide name. This is someone who has a worldwide presence. I mean, he's an Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
He is in the Canada Hall of Fame, an amazing professional career. His professional career, anyone want to take a guess, Wiz, what his professional career was?
Well, like his record?
Yeah.
Yeah, 44 wins, 44 matches, 41 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. One of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, hailing from both the UK and then Canada since he was 12 years old. International Boxing Hall of Fame, not mistaken. Like I said, Canada Sports Hall of Fame. Truly, truly, truly an honor, I would say, to have his name as a part of your brand.
Most definitely. But what's the most important thing? What does he hold for the past 25 years?
Undisputed world champion.
Correct. Yeah. So that's part of our celebration as well this year.
Well, that's great. Where is that event being held?
Miami Beach, named to be advised.
TBD.
TBD. I'm working on the finals today, and we should be live with our site this coming week. And we'd love to have whoever is interested in coming down out there to Florida and hang with us for few hours and meet Lennox, take photos. It's going to be a great event.
So
And it's Columbus Day weekend, so you guys all have off that
Oh,
next
long
day.
weekend.
Nice.
So for our listeners out there that may want to attend that event, or even I know that that you do get some corporate sponsorships as well for these events. So what is the website? What website would they go to, or is there a phone number that they would call? Does Rocka Vodka have it set up yet?
It's not ready yet. For
I know
that,
you
but
guys are
our-
working on
our-
something phenomenal.
Yes,
So
it's going to be a great NFT. So you're going to be able to buy an NFT to attend this event. So we have a great ticketing platform that we are going to be sharing with TicketBash. We hope in the future.
yay!
Yay!
Yay.
It's a great partnership and relationship, and we really do appreciate you, Vinny, and your whole staff. You have an amazing staff, and
Thank
they're
you,
always
Darlene.
there for me. Particular, I took my grandkids last night, and it was seamless. It was amazing. Anyway, so we will have that announced. But anybody that's interested can go to rockavaca.com. They can see all about us. You can see the locations where we are available. It's rockavaca.com or 631-333-0073.
Okay, one more time. 631.
333-0073.
That's great. So Rocka Vodka announcing a partnership, a brand ambassador with Lennox Lewis, 25 years as the undisputed world champion, heavyweight world champion.
Mhm.
Not a big boxing guy. I'm sure my buddy Ryan knows about boxing and UFC and all that stuff. He looks like a UFC guy himself.
It does.
He said no.
I'd be the super duper welterweight in that one. Wiz, can you give us a quick sports update? And Darlene, thank you so much. We wish you all the luck with your new brand, with your new event coming up. And I will tell you, I've had the vodka. I'm not a big vodka guy. I'm a
know.
gin guy, but I will say it is an amazing product. Wiz, can you give us 20 seconds?
Okay, on this day in sports history, 1992, Dennis Eckersley became the first pitcher to throw 40 or more saves in 4 different seasons. And that very season in 1992, he led the late majors in saves, was an all-star, he was a Cy Young winner, Roll Age winner, and was even an MVP, all as a reliever.
Wow. Good information, Wiz. So that is going to do it for the show today, guys. We're sorry. We know we moved kind of quick. Sometimes you have more content than you have time, and that was our case today. But, you know, I want to thank Ryan Anthony for coming on the show. I want to thank Darlene and all the great people at Rocka Vodka. If you need a great, reliable plumber, I want you to look up Ryan Anthony Plumbing and Heating. This weekend, you have Bald Hill Amphitheater going on. You have the Mets. You have the Yankees. U.S. Open starts on Monday. We're going to keep you in tune with that. Every single day we'll have updates on the U.S. Open. Tomorrow, the Jets will play the Giants in a preseason game. We have a lot to cover. We do have a winner of our tickets. That will be Tim from Port Jeff. Tim from Port Jeff, you are the winner of the Queen tickets. One night of Queen for tomorrow. That'll do it for Sports Bash. It was sponsored by our good friends Anthony Apolito, Bearcat Billing, Marty Lyons Foundation. For our entire crew, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you to